Today's a very special day, and that's because the new map of Alberta, Canada is finally released on all platforms of Call of the Wild. And well, with that being said, we're going to be heading down to the highest point of these mountains here in Alberta, and we're going to be in search for some giant whitetail. Alright, well, to start off, we got a good bull down there. In fact, he's about a 330 plus bull. Out there at roughly 215 yards, there's another decent bull here, but this bull here is by far the biggest one. And we got a pretty good vantage point here, sitting at about 250 with a 300 Magnum AR. So we're gonna go for a shot on him and see if we can't smoke him. Yes, we did! Drilled him. A couple more taken off there. I don't see any other big ones, though there are some somewhat decent ones, like that one there. You know, that's actually a sweet looking bull. And we just smoked him. What a shot. Holy. He was out there trotting at about 280. We held a good 3-foot lead on him and just dropped him on the spot. The only thing is, I don't really want to have to go down and then get all the way back up there again, but it shouldn't be that difficult. All right, here's one of them piled up right here. I do believe this should be the first one. There's some good blood there, and I think the first shot would have been right around here. Although it does make sense that it's kind of difficult to see blood on the ice. It's still pretty cool that we actually are able to see it right here. And then there's our bull down. It's gonna be a 350.6. We got a double lung shot there at 222.4. We actually went kind of a couple inches below the spine and behind the front shoulder there. But from the angle that we had, it worked out pretty nicely. And that's a solid bull down, 350. I believe, yeah, so 325 is minimum for gold. But it's got a great rack on him. Now, the other bull that we dropped has a super unique rack, and he actually might get mounted, depending on how cool it really is. And I think we may have found him. Yep, he's piled up right here. Right in the thicket. Let's take a look at this bull now. And it's gonna be a 296, but it's got a super cool rack. On the one side there, you can see it has kind of a cool fork on the top, and then 1, 2, 3 back tines. It's a sweet looking bull. I don't think we're quite gonna get it mounted, but it's still a super cool bull. Ooh, there's another really good Manitoban bull down there at 400 yards. Now the cool part about this is he actually has snow on his back. It's been snowing quite a bit, and so it'd be awesome to be able to get one just like that one right there. So we're gonna go for the shot. It's quite a ways out there, but we got a pretty good aim from right here. I'm gonna try and catch the top of the heart. Should have smoked him, but because it was so far out, it's gonna take a lot of kinetic energy to get to that thing. Okay, so I found a cool part in the middle of this mountain here where we're able to climb all the way up to the top. So basically the location is right here by Annie's Crown is where we started. Took the ATV to here and then got all the way to this mark right here. And from here, this is where we went straight up to the top of the mountain. And we're basically going all the way over here to Lac de Loup, which is pretty awesome. And this is kind of the view that we're gonna have once we get up here. It just keeps getting better and better. All right, so we got all the way to the top here, and it looks like we're entering some sort of cave. I'm hearing sounds. Holy, what the actual heck is this? And we have to choose a side. There's a left and a right. Well, we're going right. And the best part is we do have a light, which it's actually not hardly doing anything. I see light. I see light at the end of the tunnel. No more need for a flashlight. And there you have it. All right, the question is, where the heck are we? Oh! Ooh. That's where we are, huh? Now we got to keep climbing all the way up to the top. But from here, we got a pretty amazing view. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! No! 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 Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Whoa! Holy! Oh. Okay. You know, just all we gotta do is do it again. At the top of the hill lies a giant mountain goat. He's a big level 4 and he's a guaranteed gold. We got him out there at about 215 yards. We're gonna be taking him with the AR-308. Oh, drilled him and he is going down. Yeah, he actually didn't drop, but that's because he was so far out that I think we only got a single lung. Either way, he is definitely smoked. Well, here's the blood right here from our mountain goat, and it looks like he went maybe 25 yards because he's piled up right here. Let's pick him up and take a look. It's gonna be an 88.66, and he's gonna be a gold, but we made a 202-yard long shot. Looks like we drilled that front shoulder, and that was all she wrote. This is a white mountain goat, and these things look so much better on a snow map. We've hunted these before on Silver Ridge Peaks, but we've never had them on a snow map, and now they just go. They really do, especially up in the mountains with the snow. So this is quite interesting because it's actually the second flock of snow geese that I've seen come over the top of us here. So to me, that makes it seem like this is a pretty good spot to set up on geese. And since we've never gotten a snow goose, why not try and get one? Of course, it could be easier said than done. Oh, come on. We need at least one to take a look at it. I'd really like to see one. And we got one. Let's go. Awesome. Finally, we got a snow goose down. Now we can go over there and go take a look at it. But wait, why not try and get another one? Oh, there's another one down. Another one down. Now, if we can maybe get even another one. I kind of want to get this big male, though. He's a long ways out there, but... Ooh, he's going to be even further now. Yeah, he's got to be all of 450-ish. So close. Oh my god! The shot connected! There is no way! Oh my god. That was a 500-yard shot? That right there was a 500-yard shot on that snow goose. Look at another flock of snow geese coming in. Oh, heck yeah. You know what we're gonna do? We are definitely gonna set up some decoys here and do some snow goose hunting with a 12 gauge. Oh, heck yes. But for the time being, we're gonna take down another one. And maybe even another one. Yep. One more. And that is gonna be, I believe, 6 snow geese in total. So let's go get them. Alright, let's see if we can't find this first snow goose here. It should be down right around here. But they're so difficult to see. Oh, there he is. Since they are white and the snow is white, it just blends right in. But it's going to be a 3.52. And that was actually a pretty decent male. Wow, 3.52 male. Would have been a guaranteed goal, but we took him at 200 yards in the air. And let's take a look at our first ever snow goose. Man, look at the detail orientation on the feathers there. That's just absolutely wild. Super, super in-depth detailed. Long neck, black tips on the feathers. Very cool. So, since we got so many snow geese and they're very difficult to see, I decided to get Chance to help us fetch some of these up. And he's coming in here with one right now. There you go. The first sighting of our dog fetching a snow goose. Now, I actually went over and tried to find the one that we shot at 500 yards. Of course, that was kind of the most important one. But I couldn't find anything. All I found was one spot of blood. And neither could Chance. So I don't know if he glitched out or what happened, but the point is, we tried really hard to find it. Oh my god, that is an absolute monster of a Manitoban bull. He has a minimum estimate of 370, which means he should be a 400-inch bull. Now we just gotta get a shot. Can't see very good, but right there is an opening and we're going for it. Definitely got him high, but I do believe we should have clipped at least one lung. Well, we found blood right here and it looks pretty good, but the only thing is I'm not exactly sure which direction it went. If I had to guess, I'd say probably straight, but then again, I could be wrong. So we'll kind of just head this direction and see what it leads us to. Well, I think I found our bull. There he is down right behind this tree. Oh my god, this is going to be potentially our biggest bull of all time. It's going to be a 429.01, a 400 plus bull, and our first 400 plus bull of Alberta, Canada right there. Wow, was that thing monster. Oh my god. The main beams on this thing are literally as long as its entire torso. That's how big this bull is. Got him at 144 yards in the upper lung. But just a phenomenal, massive old bull. Wow. That's something right there. That really is something. And something very special. Alright, so we found a track from a max weight buck and he's headed this direction here. Now, there's a good chance he should be bedded with a whole herd of whitetails just on the top of this ridge. But we don't know exactly where it's going to be just yet. So we gotta be ready. Oh, son of a! We jumped him up. We jumped him up. Alright, well, we gotta get over there and see if we can't get a look at him. I'm sure that was them. They were exactly where I thought they were gonna be. Wait. 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 There! Oh my god. Oh my god, yes! We smoked him! Oh, I thought there's no way we're gonna pull this off, and I thought he was gonna run directly away from us, but then he turned broadside at the last second and we were able to lead him perfectly, and we got ourselves a beautiful whitetail buck down. All right, let's go over there and go look at him. So our buck was trotting through right about here when we took that shot, and that's pretty much right where he's laying. Look at this. There's the blood. You can see it a mile away in this really bright snow. And there lays our buck. 5 yards away. It's going to be a 213.8 gold. And we got a 111 yard shot on the run. Right in the top of the lung. What a buck. Beautiful, beautiful whitetail. Man, it's so cool to be able to hunt these whitetail in the snow. And guess what? I have another location where there should be some more big bucks, but this spot is hopefully going to have some whitetail and muley in the same area. Oh my god, that is what it's all about right there. That's a 250 minimum on that buck. That's a 270 plus muley. Holy, that thing is a beast. Unfortunately, we jumped him up. And there's no way we're going to be able to catch up to him. So what we're gonna do is take our time here, let him calm down, and potentially be able to get a shot on him out there at about 315. There he is, right there. He's facing directly away from us. But if he goes broadside, oh my God, we would have drilled him, but I think he started trotting, and I also think if he would have been trotting, then we would have missed him completely, which I'm fine with. But I'd really like to not hit him in the intestine. I really would. I don't know, like I said, I think it should have been a clean miss. Probably over here somewhere in these pines or spruces. Still got tracks. Still going. Yeah, I mean, oh my God, there's our buck down right there. Holy. Oh, what a monster. Monster of a buck. Oh, and he does have snow. Heck yes. All right. So we finally got a buck with snow. And he was a 260.7. So though he is a huge muley, he's not a 270 plus. And I'm not too worked up at the fact that we didn't get a lung shot. If he was 275, 280, even 300s, it would have been way more disappointing. But yeah, we caught him way far back in the hindquarter and got intestine there at 273 yards. But a giant buck is down. And the fact that he has a cool snowback as well makes it just that much more sweeter. Ooh, there's a good wolf. And smoked him. Big old level 7 is going down. And a 6 and a female and a female. And I believe that should be it. So we kind of had a perfect setup here. And the fact that there was a low and then a hill on the other side of it. So basically he went down to the bottom and had to run all the way back up to the top of the hill. But when he ran up, well, let's just say he didn't go back down. Look at the trails going through here. 3, 4, 5 different wolves came through here. So that's kind of why it's all padded down. And we took the shot right around here. And there's our wolf right there. It's going to be a 37.30 gold, and we made a 192 yard, looks like back of the liver and lung kind of shot there. Oh, actually pretty much dead center liver and back of the lung on the opposite side. So we missed the front lung and hit the opposite one, but we connected. All right. Holy, there's some elk. And that is a giant. I'd say that's a 370 bull, but then this one is another pretty impressive bull. I can't tell. Is he split on both sides? I think he is. And if he is, he should be a 300 plus. But that bull there is definitely the biggest one. Alright, well, let's probably go for a shot on him in a second. But first, we gotta see if there's any white-tailed deer down there. Which would be... oh, right there. They actually might not even spook. And I don't see anything big. It's just somewhat of a decent buck there and another one there. All right, well, in that case, let's go for one of these big bulls. Maybe 2. Maybe even 2 of them. All right, so we got him right there, feeding at about 260. We shouldn't have much drop at all. Tried for a hard shot. Didn't get it. But we freaking drilled this one as well. Wow. Talk about an epic backup shot. So we got both of them down. And then these whitetail are going to be taken off through here. Ooh, they're crossing right there. Oh, look at this view. Look at this view. A beautiful whitetail out there. Yeah, we can take down one more. Just one though. Just one. And I'd say we kind of smoked him. But then again, I guess not. We hit him with the 300 Magnum and he still isn't going down? Ooh, that's gonna take him down. There's one down there. Should be the big one. 379. Ooh, that's a big bull. Holy, what a sweet looking rack too. Look at the mass on that thing. My God. I don't know where it would have. Oh, wait, it cut back this way. Right there's our bull. So this is kind of the cool looking rack. I don't think he's as big, but he's... Ooh, yeah, he's pretty big. 383.69. Double lunged him at 260 on the run. He's got some really long main beams and they're super messed up. But that's a great bull. And that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys are enjoying the new map of Alberta, Canada. Thanks so much for watching and we'll see you next time.